Let's go on to cricket now. Australia and Pakistan's men's cricket teams are kickstarting their test series down under. It has been much talked about for various reasons, mostly things off the field. It started off with talks around the new Pakistan skipper helming affairs after the World Cup debacle that saw many heads roll. Then there was the question of the sacrificial lamb that a reporter asked the Pakistan captain Shan Masood. A response that was well fielded by Masood. Then, of course, came all the reports of Pakistan complaining about the horrid pitch that had been provided for the practice match. And now there is another matter that is brewing amidst the first test that has begun today. Australia's Usman Khawaja is at the heart of it. He was gearing up to show his solidarity with the Palestinians who are in the middle of a war by sporting shoes that were going to have the Palestinian flag colours on it. He was, of course, barred from doing so, but that has not stopped him. Here's all that's happened around this heated affair.
The Israel-Hamas war is raging on. And it's not just countries and heads of state that are caught in the crossfire, but sportspersons too. Sportspersons like Usman Khawaja, who is deeply affected by the war and wishes to speak out. Ahead of the test match, the 36-year-old batter displayed his intent to wear shoes that would carry a message. He was seen sporting it during the net session. The message was, freedom is a human right and all lives are equal. He was immediately dissuaded by the International Cricket Council or the ICC, stating that no cricketer is allowed to sport any message that has political or religious leanings on any of the equipment they will sport on the field.
The ICC have told me that I can't wear my shoes on field because they believe it's a political statement under their guidelines. I don't believe it is so. It's a humanitarian appeal. I will respect their view and decision, but I will fight it and seek to gain approval.
Usman was clearly upset. So on day one of the first test, he walked out to bat wearing a black armband in protest of ICC's decision to bar him from wearing that message on his shoes. Usman has spoken about his support for civilians in Gaza on his social media and, before getting on the field, left a long message on his account defending the message he wanted to sport and what that meant to him.
Is freedom not for everyone? Are all lives not equal? To me personally, it doesn't matter what race, religion or culture you are. But let's be honest about it. If me saying all lives are equal has resulted in people being offended to the point where they're calling me up and telling me off, well, isn't that the bigger problem? What I've written on my shoes isn't political. I'm not taking sides. Human life to me is equal. One Jewish life is equal to one Muslim life, is equal to one Hindu life, and so on. I'm just speaking up for those who don't have a voice. This is close to my heart. When I see thousands of innocent children dying without any repercussions or remorse, I imagine my two girls. What if this was them? No one chooses where they're born. And then I see the world turn their backs on them. My heart can't take it. I already feel my life wasn't equal to others when I was growing up. But luckily for me, I never lived in a world where that lack of inequality was life or death.
The ICC continues to stand by its ruling, stating the message was not appropriate and shouldn't be displayed on a cricket field. Australia's Sports Minister Anika Wells backed Usman's message, saying it was in no way violating any ICC rules. Usman's team captain Pat Cummins also backed the message, saying it was not a political statement that Usman was making.
Again, Uzi doesn't want to make too big of a fuss. I think, his shoes, he had all lives are equal. I think that's not very divisive. I don't think anyone can really have too many complaints about that.
This matter has divided people in the cricket fraternity. Many say that though it's a valid message to put out, a cricket field is probably not the right place to show or display it. And this isn't the first time. In 2014, England cricketer Moeen Ali was warned to stop wearing wristbands showing support to Gaza during a test match in India. This, though, is just another chapter in a string of incidents where sportspersons trying to voice their opinions on the war underway have been asked to retract or face consequences.